Victory Tuesday. Coffee and convo, y'all. Let's get it. Yo, salute to everybody here in the building, man. Welcome to the latest installment of Coffee and Convo. I am your host, Graphk Raider, man. Make sure you guys wipe them feet, meaning hit them thumbs up. Also, hit that subscribe button. We're on our way to 30K. We can't do it without you guys, man. Salute to everybody in the building. I see my brother Graphk. I see my brother Reese Rock, Raider by Nature, Barrio, Ant, Punchy. Salute, man, to Daniel, Corvette. All my people in the building, man. I appreciate you guys. You guys could be anywhere in the world, but you chose to be right here with me. You already know what time it is, man. Grab your coffee. Let's get our convo on. A lot to talk about today, you guys. Hell of a victory yesterday. Hell of a performance by our defense yesterday. We're going to give some game balls. We're going to give some losers in this game as well, even though we did win 17-13. I got to call it how I see it. Got to give some L's to a few players, you know, on our roster. It is what it is. And I'm gonna name a few unsung heroes as well. We're gonna add a few extra elements to this. Winners, losers, and a few unsung heroes. Salute to Eric. I see you, sis. Shout out to Daniel, man. Keenan, what's good with you, brother? Kenny Mack with that content. Salute to the 200 plus people already here in the building, man. Wipe them. Real quick, also, OakLosVegas.com for the drip. WoodsonWhiskey.com for the GOAT whiskey, and PlanetRaiders.com for everything Raiders related. Let me see. And I actually like that. I'm be real with you though. C+ is kind of being kind of nice there. I'd go personally C- at best a C with the offense. Defense A+ for sure. 3 turnovers. Got to the quarterback 2 times, played a hell of a game on the defensive side of the ball, held that offense to 13 points. Jordan Love struggled, 3 turnovers. I'm definitely going A+. Give Patrick Graham the game ball, period, you guys. If I have to give one person the game ball, it is the guy up in the sky calling the defense. It is Patrick Graham. He is definitely the guy that gets the one game ball on this show, man. Salute to Ant. Yeah, bro. Raider by Nature. Max Crosby's just different, my brother. He's just different, bro. He's different. And I read something online as well. I'm going to read this real quick, man. Salute to my brother Scout. Max Crosby's on pace, 17 games, right? Through 5 games. 95 tackles, 28 tackles for loss, 17 sacks, 28 quarterback hits, 116 pressures, 99 hurries, and 62 stops. That's what he's on pace for right now. If he continues the pace that he's at, that is insane. Max Crosby is well on his way to being an all-pro this year. Baller. I want you guys involved in this show as much as possible, okay? Every time I give a game ball, I want you guys to give a game ball. Anytime I put a loser out there, I want you guys also in the chat to put a loser out there. There's a few of them. And we're going to talk about this real quick. I'm going to let everybody just pile in. We're almost at 300 deep. You already know what time it is, man. Shout out to OG Fade. I know it's early, Docs, but if we're picking around that 8 to 10 range, would you take Well, I don't even want to. I really don't even want to think about that right now. We're coming off of a nice W, brother. I'm not trying to put anything. We got to enjoy these W's when they're here, right? I don't want to talk about the draft this show. I don't want to talk about Caleb Williams. I don't want to talk about Drake May. I don't want to talk about this draft. We still have an opportunity to go out there and stack a few victories with the way our defense is playing. And if the offense can get their head out of their asses, we can really make a nice little run here, you guys. The end of this season, our schedule gets brutal. But these next 4 or 5 games, 6 games, definitely some winnable games. So I don't really want to talk about that yet. Let's talk about moving forward, getting past the Patriots. We got the Bears on deck, 2 very winnable games. Got Detroit in Detroit, which is a very, very tough assignment. But then you got some more games, the Giants, Jets, winnable games. We can definitely go on a nice little run here if Josh McDaniels figures out that offense. And that's a very huge ask at this point. I'm going to be real with you guys. I'm not expecting these guys to just turn it around like that because the offense has been ass. Have not been able to put up 20 points one game this season. It's a tough ask, but we can definitely go on a run, especially with the way the defense is playing. Salute to Kenny Mack, my dog. Max will be this generation's C. Wood. I love it, man. Talk that shit. That is a big, big compliment from Mad Max. If you can get anywhere near that stature as C. Wood. I love it, Kenny Mack. Homegrown talent, playing phenomenal football right now, man. Salute to Kenny Mack. Salute to Ronnie as well on a $2 donation. I appreciate you, brother. McDaniels and his O got exposed. Jimmy looks nervous. And this is another thing, right? I'm going to throw my first loser out there right now. It's Josh McDaniels. He's playing scared, you guys. He is playing very, very afraid right now. This guy looks like he's nervous about his job. You're somewhere around the 50-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. That is an opportunity for you to take a shot downfield, right? Because you got 3rd down. All you need is a yard. 2nd and 1. That is an opportunity to say, you know what? We're about to go out here and stretch the field. Throw the football. What do? You QB sneak on 2nd and 1. That is playing very, very scary football. Then you have an opportunity to get 1 yard and literally wrap the game up. Not have to worry about a field goal or any of that other shit. Just 1 yard. That's all you need is 1 yard. You have an all-pro running back that led the league in rushing last year. Yes, he struggled up to this point, but you have him. You have Jakob. You could have just ran the ball with Jimmy G one more time. I know it looked like a long 1 yard, but you could have ran the football. Once again, you kick the field goal. We missed the field goal. You give the Packers an opportunity to beat us on the last possession at home. That is a very scary thing, you guys. We got very lucky. We had a 5'9", 5'10" corner on a 6'4" Christian Watson. We got very lucky that ball was underthrown. If Jordan Love would have threw a little more, if he put a little more air on that football, we'd be talking about a different football game here. And I don't want to do the woulda, coulda, shoulda shit, but I'm being real. There's a little more air on that football. Christian Watson goes up and gets that ball, and we're probably looking at another L. You have to stop playing like he's calling this scary ass offense right now, and it's insane to me. Josh McDaniels, huge L, huge L. The offensive line, the beginning of the game, once again, we're struggling. Then you get into the second half, they started picking it up a little bit. We slowly started running the football a little bit more effectively. It wasn't that bad. We had 96 yards on the ground. That's not ideal. You want to have more than that, especially with Jimmy G at the QB1 spot. But Josh Jacobs had 20 carries for 69 yards. He did have one long of 24 yards, so he pretty much broke off for most of that on one play. But in the second half, the offensive line picked up a little bit. They did. They looked really, really bad in the first half, but they low-key got this shit together, right? So I want to give the O-line an L. Damn, I damn near still have to. Greg Van Roten looked terrible. Mumford was at right tackle. You know what I mean? And I want to see more of that. Everyone knows, no, I got love for Jermaine Illuminor. I don't care. I want to see Mumford at right tackle. I want to see him at right tackle. I think I've kind of seen enough of the whole Jermaine Illuminor experiment. He's a free agent after this year. We got him on a bargain basement deal this year. Move on. We drafted Mumford in the 7th round. If he would have went the year prior, I believe he would have been more of a middle round guy out of Ohio State, maybe even an early round guy. I like Mumford. I like what he looks like at right tackle. And then even Dylan Parham. I know PFF kind of gave him a big grade, but there was some holes in his game as well at left guard. And Colton Miller gave up a big sack. The O-line has to get better. Andre James, still looks the exact same at the center position. Who was it? Was it Clark? I believe Kenny Clark was one. He absolutely did he destroy Parham? I think he destroyed Parham on one of those sacks. I don't know if it was Andre James. I believe it was Parham. I could be wrong. But that O-line definitely has to take an L. Definitely has to take an L, even though they did start cleaning up their act a little bit in the second half. Salute the pride and purpose. Mark Davis looked a little unhappy with the O, and we're going to talk about that, pride. We're going to talk about that because I see a lot of people making this situation out to be something that it's not, right? And we're going to talk about that here after we give away our game balls and all that good stuff. Salute to my dog, pride and purpose. So far, Josh McDaniels, L. Game ball, Patrick Graham, clear cut. Another L, the offensive line. Another L, you guys, that I have to put out there, and this may seem weird. Our backup running backs. I have to give them an L. We ran the ball 29 times yesterday. 29 times. Only one backup running back ran the ball. Only one. See, let me turn this down. Only one. Amir Abdullah, 1 carry for 4 yards. Our backup running backs, nowhere to be seen, nowhere to be found. With Josh Jacobs struggling, none of these backup running backs are getting really any opportunity. 1 rep from Amir Abdullah. Trey Tucker, 1 for 16. Jimmy G, ran the ball 4 times for 4 yards. DeAndre Carter, an end around 2 times, 2 carries, 3 yards. Jacoby ran the football 1 time, 0 yards. That's bad. That is bad. That is bad. The backup running backs, for them to not get any reps, it lets you know that this regime does not believe in Zamir. Brandon Bolden pretty much being an emergency running back at this point. Where is Sincere McCormick? Bring him off of the practice squad, you guys. I know people think that I'm like head over heels in love with Sincere McCormick. I just want to see some new energy, injected into our backfield. Right now, the running back room is just, there's a lot left to be desired for that running back room. And we need some extra fresh legs to help Josh Jacobs get it going. I'm bringing up Sincere McCormick off the practice squad because Amir Abdullah at this point is a passing threat. He's a guy that's in a passing game. He's your third down back. Brandon Bolden, nowhere to be found. Josh Jacobs, he's struggling, but he's finding ways to still get involved in football games, whether that's in a passing game, goal line situations. And then Zamir is just nowhere to be found. Zamir White. Salute to Black Sunday. Despite the win, I still want to throw up when I watch the play calling. No creativity, and Jimmy G is shaky in the pocket and is afraid to run now. Facts, my brother. Facts, bro. Facts plus tax. Graham, that definitely falls on McDaniels, my brother. I give you that. Salute to my dog, Black Sunday. Let me see. I think I missed one super real quick. The trick plays at bad times need to stop. Just terrible play calling. Terrible play calling, pride and purpose. Terrible play calling. Let me see. I want to give Jimmy G a loser tag as well, but I'm not going to do that because I'm going to be real with you guys. Like, watching what he did last night, this is who Jimmy G is. This is what you signed up for. 22 for 31, average 6.7, had 1 TD, had 1 ugly pick that he threw in triple coverage. He was sacked 3 times. A QBR of 35 and 35.7. At the end of the day, that's what you get with Jimmy G. That is what you get. So I don't even want to call Jimmy G a loser at this point because that's who Jimmy G is. A guy that in a good game will get you somewhere around 200 yards, passing, a tutty, and probably throw a pick. And that's 7 for the season with Jimmy G. And he threw one in a triple cover. That was disgusting. But I'm not here to act as though not making him a loser is making him seem like he is a baller. That's not who I am. I'm just saying right now, this is who he is. This is who he is. You know what I'm saying? So he had a Jimmy G type game. Real quick, I'm going to give some more winners. The defense. I already gave Graham one, but I'm going to give a slew of guys on the defensive side of the ball their flowers. Max Crosby, game ball. Bro, it's just, he's different, man. He is a monster. The guy is, we're just blessed to have a Max Crosby on this roster. You know what I mean? We are blessed to have a Max Crosby on this roster. I mean, once again, he had a hell of a game. 5 total tackles, 4 solo. He had a sack. He had 4 tackles for a loss and a QB hit. Once again, Max Crosby being as disruptive as all get up. You got to give Divine Diablo a winner tag as well. 10 total tackles, 6 solo, 1 tackle for a loss. And then you already know, man, Robert Spillane is going to be a winner. 9 total tackles, 2 solo. He had 2 passes defensed, and he had 2 picks. I just, at that point, you have to give Robert Spillane his flowers. He is definitely one of those guys that you have to give the winner. I mean, period, point blank. Our linebacking core has looked really good up to this point. Other than that, man, you know, I still got to give the interior of our defensive line a low-key L. They're still not really providing any pressure from the interior. We got to figure that out at some point. You know what I mean? If you're getting the best pressure out of John Jenkins, a guy that's almost in his late 30s, you know what I'm saying, mid to late 30s, that's terrible. That is terrible. That's terrible, man. We gotta get somebody in the middle of that defensive line to create some pressure. Also, man, I like what I've seen from Tyree here and there. He is improving week by week. Love what I'm seeing in Malcolm Kuntz. He is very disruptive. I know that, you know, the sexy stats don't tell you, right? He's not really getting sacks and all that other stuff, but Kuntz has looked really, really good opposite of Max Crosby. I still want that kind of star power on the other side of Max Crosby, and hopefully we can go out there and make a trade here soon, maybe a Danielle Hunter. You know what I mean? Justin Jefferson was just placed on the IR, you guys. He'll miss at least the next 4 weeks. Minnesota's going to reset. They're going to reset everything over there. Kirk Cousins is going to be gone. Make the call for Danielle Hunter. Please make the call for Danielle Hunter. He already has 6 sacks this season. Him on the opposite side of Max Crosby would be insane. Salute to Gio. Amit gets hate, but the majority of interceptions and big plays on the last few years have been him. This is facts. He got up on that game ender. Facts, bro. Textbook coverage right there by Meek Robertson. And you know what's funny, man? Gio, I wanted to give him 3 awards today. Okay, I want to give him 3 awards today. I'm gonna give him an L. I'm gonna give him an L also because he gave up that 70-yard tutty, man. I believe it was Christian Watson, right? That was a major turning point in that game. It could have got really, really ugly if one of our unsung heroes didn't make a stop right there in a goal line situation. I want to give him a L for that because giving up that big play, that could have lost us that game. That was a Meek Robertson right there, you guys. That was a Meek Robertson. Okay. But I got to give him a W because guess what? He sealed the win. He sealed the game for us. A Meek doing what a Meek does. Giving up a big play, making a big play. The boom or bust talent in a Meek Robertson. That's who he is. He'll definitely give up big play like he did, L, and then win the game for us. W. Simple and plain. So, salute to Black Sunday. We beat the Broncos because Jimmy G ran. He's scared now. Got to use his legs, man. Because the 4 times that he did run, and I believe he only had 4 yards Black Sunday, there was no – he was pretty much just trying to make anything happen, right? He hasn't been using his legs the way that you're talking about as of late. Him running is because he's being forced to. Jimmy G's not making plays with his legs now, and you're right. You're right. And he's doing that little pity pat with his feet. And it's insane because that's not who Jimmy G is. He's definitely playing afraid right now, Black Sunday. And I think it's because he feels that Josh McDaniels doesn't trust him. And, you know, 7 picks in the first 5 games. I mean, you know, who would? But I think his confidence is shattered right now by the way that Josh McDaniels play calls on the offensive side of the ball. And, you know, he's physically broken, and it looks like right now he may be a little mentally broken. We got to figure that out ASAP because we need to have at least a mediocre quarterback in Jimmy G. Not these terrible performances back-to-back weeks. We need at least that mediocre quarterback that Jimmy G can be to run that offense effectively. Salute to JT, my dog. Let me see. McDaniels post-game speech. Yeah, man. Guys, I want to thank the D for bailing out my horrible play calling. Who wants to punch me? Yeah, man. And I like to see that he was giving his defense the flowers. I mean, he has to. at this point. Your offense isn't getting it done. And, once again, he's in the locker room pretty much saying the same thing after that win against Denver. It was ugly, but we pulled it out. At some point, JT, when is Josh McDaniels going to go in there and say, you clearly outplayed, outperformed, your opponent? Clear win, blase blah. I'm waiting for that. I'm so sick of hearing him in the locker room after celebrating, saying it was ugly, but we got it done. How many ugly wins are you going to pull out this year? At some point, you have to go out there and clearly beat one of your opponents. And we almost gave that game up again last night because the offensive side of the ball could not help the defense out. And we got to figure this out, man, ASAP. Shout out to my dog, JT. Salute to Black Sunday. I already read that. Salute to JT once again. Salute to Pride and Purpose. Max and Spillane deserve dog tag awards, not game ball. This is facts. Meek also. The O-line and Mick Daniels deserve pound puppy awards. Our awards are a little different over here. Talk that shit, Pride and Purpose. Thus far, the L's are Josh McDaniels, okay, the O-line. Who else? Got to give Hunter Renfrow one. Still, once again, not active. And that can go under the umbrella of Josh McDaniels, but you got to give, at this point, Hunter Renfrow an L because he's still not active. Look who got the ball yesterday, you guys. DeAndre Carter, Trey Tucker, Jacoby, Hooper, Michael Mayer, Devontae Adams. One person, Pride and Purpose, not a part of the offense at all. Hunter Renfrow. It's crazy. So, I mean, most of these L's fall on the offense. All right. I want to give some unsung heroes here, you guys. We already gave, the game balls, which is going to be Max. It's going to be Patrick Graham. It's going to be Robert Spillane, right? Those are the three guys that you're going to give the game balls to. Okay. Unsung heroes. All right. This is a little different. All right. A guy that we activated off of real quick, y'all. My bad. I just got a text. Hold on real quick. Text him, let him know I'm live. All right, boom. A unsung hero yesterday. All right. Oh, he had one catch? Did he have one catch? I didn't see that. Oh, 1 for 7. You're right. But still not finding a way to get him acclimated. Even Amir had 1 for 11, right? Everybody is getting the issue. Hunter had 1 for 7. 1 for 7. One guy I want to give an unsung hero award to is a guy that we brought up off the practice squad. We activated him. Tyler Hall. I don't know if you guys watched him last night. Really good PFF grade, 85.5. Was all over the place. Tyler Hall played really, really well for us last night. I'm going to be honest, without him out there, I think that secondary would have been a little more suspect without Jacorian Bennett out there. I'm giving Hall an unsung hero award, okay? Another one, I'm going to give Divine Diablo an unsung. Still kind of having problems wrapping up, tackling, and he's gonna get better. He's gonna get better. He hasn't seen the field a lot because he's always injured, right? But he's getting it together this season, man. And Diablo led us in tackles yesterday, with 10 tackles, 6 solo, and 1 for a loss. Diablo's all over the place. I got to give him an unsung hero award as well. And the third unsung hero that I'm going to give is Marcus Peters. He probably saved that game for us yesterday, you guys. When a Meek whiffed on that 70-yarder, that horse collar on Marcus Peters, he saved that possession for us. That defense went, stayed on the field and held them to 3. I have to give Marcus Peters also an unsung hero award. Him, Tyler Hall, and Divine Diablo. Those are my 3 guys that I'm giving unsung hero awards to. I wanted to give Michael Mayer one because he started getting a little active, and I seen him blocking a little bit more yesterday. You guys go look at the tape. I seen him a little bit. He's still struggling, but he's starting to get it a little together in terms of blocking. But there's probably 1 or 2 other players that I can give awards. I want to give an L to Daniel Carlson, but I can't. He missed a 52-yarder. The first one was blocked. You can't really fault Carlson. He's been damn near perfect for us for years, you guys. At one point, he didn't miss a field goal at home in forever. You know what I'm saying? So Daniel Carlson, to me, doesn't deserve an L. 1 was blocked. The other one he missed. And these guys are going to miss field goals here and there. They're not perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to give him an L. I don't. I'm not going to give him an L. One was blocked. One was missed. 52, 53 yarder. Most field goal kickers in the league miss those damn things anyway. Sorry, Primos. You can say whatever. Hey, it is what it is, bro. I don't want to give Carlson an L. He's held us down for way too long. Yeah, he didn't have a great game yesterday, but I'm not giving him an L. He'll bounce back. Salute to Larry. Lottery ticket idea, but why not call the Bears about Fields? And Larry, I got killed about that. I actually talked about that one day on Wasted Channel. I said Justin Fields will be a Raider. The thing is, Larry, I don't think that Josh McDaniels wants a quarterback like Justin Fields. He already said, in one of his pressers, that lately the offense has been kind of robotic, that he looks robotic out there, and he's going to just start going out there and playing his game again. Well, guess what? Josh McDaniels doesn't want a quarterback that's going to improvise. So I just don't see Justin Fields being a guy, that's going to be a quarterback of the Las Vegas Raiders. I don't see it. I don't. Robotic is kind of like what Josh McDaniels wants. Justin Fields is going to get out of the pocket, run around, and do his thing. In certain games, Justin Fields is great. In others, he's terrible. I don't see him reaching out to Chicago and seeing what's up. You know what I mean? When I heard that robotic, I said, oh yeah, Josh McDaniels is not going to trade for a guy that needs to improvise, to get to make plays. To me, it's just not going to happen. Shout out to Zach. This offense got to figure it out. Jimmy got to get the ball out when the O-line plays the way it did. When you have time to get the ball down the field, yeah, this is facts, Zach. Facts, my brother. Facts, man. I don't know what's going on with Jimmy G right now. It just looks like he's literally playing like he's inside his head. He's inside his own head. It's really kind of devastating, man. I really think that his confidence is shattered right now, Zach. And I don't think that he's physically able to be 100% Jimmy right now. I don't. I think he's still playing hurt. I do. That's why you seeing his pity pat ass feet. Like he's playing hurt. And I don't think that he believes in what Josh McDaniels is doing on the offensive side of the ball. JT says, how Epps not get any blame for the deep man safety? I mean, bro, we can go back, JT, and look at that play. Me personally, I'm Meek ran back to the line of scrimmage to go chase the quarterback down. Go look back at that play. He blew his assignment, JT. I mean, yeah, he probably thought he had a safety over the top, right? Maybe Epps could have played that a little better. But Meek, always being a Meek, he's going for the football. He's trying to make a play. And when I seen him start running towards the line of scrimmage like he was about to go after the quarterback, I said, this is where Meek, this is his faults right here. This is the cons in his game. The pros making a big play in the end zone, won the game for us. But the cons are major mind-blowing decisions like that. Instead of running with the receiver, you head towards the line of scrimmage to look like you're about to try to go get the quarterback, and you blew your assignment. I'm not giving that to Marcus Epps. Matthew says Epps and Meek had miscommunication on that play. That's why the coverage was busted. And most plays you see like that. You know what I mean? There's going to be a miscommunication between the safety and the corner. I'm just saying from what I've seen, Meek didn't play that how he was supposed to play it. Graham, facts. Tyree bit on that play too. Factory. And I know that Jordan Love can use his legs. He's not the most mobile guy in the NFL, but he can use his legs. So Meek thought, okay, maybe he's going to try and get loose. But at the end of the day, you still blown. You still blow. You blown coverage. It is what it is. Shout out to the postman. I think we played better on a short week versus the Pats. This is a game, you guys, and we're going to talk about this all week long. These guys know each other more than anybody. Bill Belichick, yeah, I know they're probably rebuilding over there, and they're probably going to tank, to be honest. But this is a game that Bill Belichick will want to win. And this is also a game that Josh McDaniels will want to win. Who knows Bill Belichick's defense better than Josh McDaniels? Nobody. Who knows Josh McDaniels' offense better than Bill Belichick? Nobody. And also, you guys, it looks as though we're going to face Mac Jones. Their offensive coordinator came out today and stated that Mac Jones will probably be the guy to go. So it doesn't look like we're going to be facing Bailey Zappi. It looks like we're going to be facing the struggling Mac Jones next week at Allegiant Stadium. Daniel, and that's another guy I definitely I keep forgetting. I'm all over the place right now, but I have to give Jacoby a W as well. I have him on the I have him on the thumbnail. I mean, he had a hell of a game. He has been proven. Let me ask you guys this. Is Jacoby Myers in the past 20 years, is he the second best wide receiver 2 that we've had? I'm going to ask you guys this. Over Mac Hollins, we know Crabtree is number 1 in the last 20 years as wide receiver 2. At this point, is Jacoby our best wide receiver 2 behind Michael Crabtree in the last 2 decades? Let me know. I want to know. Because at one point, we had Amari. And who else did we have? We brought in Jordy Nelson. He was already at the end of his career. Don't count Jordy Nelson. Do not count Jordy Nelson because he was already on the way out. You know what I mean? But I think that this is clear that Jacoby is our second best wide receiver 2 in the first 5 games of the season in the past 20 years. Right behind Michael Crabtree. Better than Denarius Moore. Better than Seth Roberts. One thing I loved about Seth Roberts was that he was a blocker. That dude can block his ass off. Raider Rich, I got him better than Nelson Aguilar. I do, man. I feel like this guy does it all. But that is a hell of a name, though. That's a good name to bring up, Nelson Aguilar. But I'm taking Jacoby over Nelson 10 times out of 10. And I like Nelly. Robert, I'm saying the past 20 years, okay? So Jerry Porter, that was my guy. But let's just say this then, okay? We all going to have our different opinions. Top 3 wide receiver 2 in a long, long time. Long time. Let me see. Also, real quick, you guys, I wanted to read a few things. Once again, shout out to Scout with a fire stat here. Statistical pace through 5 games. We already talked about Max Crosby. Once again, if you guys are not following Scout on Twitter, follow him at Tristan Kuhn. Devontae Adams is on target for 184 targets, 126 receptions, 1,503 receiving yards, 10 tutties. Josh, at this point, struggling the first 5 weeks, 279 attempts, 809 yards rushing, 7 TDs, 102 targets, 78 receptions, 656 receiving yards, which is good. Jacoby Myers, 144 targets, 100 receptions, 1,100 yards receiving, 10 tutties. Hunter Renfrow, 30 targets, 17 receptions, 201 yards. Tough, man. Tough. With Hunter Renfrow, man. And to be honest, you guys, the thing that's killing me with Hunter right now is that he's losing trade value by the minute. Like, this is the thing that's crazy to me. I'm not going to go listen to Josh McDaniels. I'm kind of tired of listening to him. I know he has a presser. I don't even want to hear him talk anymore. It really just irritates the shit out of me to hear him talk. But we're losing trade value by the week with Hunter Renfrow. At some point, you guys, get him involved. Go out there and put up a 100-yard game with Hunter Renfrow, at least a 70-yard game. Let's build some trade value up so we can get something serviceable for him before the trade deadline. It's clear as day they're not going to use Renfrow. So let's find a way to get him acclimated into the offense the next few weeks, get him kind of pumped up a little bit, build up some trade value, and then move on before the trade deadline. Because it's clear as day that they're not trying to use this guy. And D-Bot, the Saints don't need another wide receiver, brother. They are deep. They are deep at wide receiver. Salute to my dog Midnight, my brother, man. Josh McDaniels is a scumbag. His play calling is suspect, like an old school NFL hit job to affect the running backs in particular. Josh, because he has the ear of the LR and JMD, is trying to devalue him. Talk that shit, Midnight. Talk that shit, my brother. Talk that talk. I mean, you're looking at those stats, man. You paid him $12 million. Yeah, man. Shout out to Midnight on the $10 donation, man. Salute to my dog. Salute to Cheese, man. With this W and the Pats being trash, we might be deeper than usual at Allegiant. I'll be there. It's blackout time. Salute to my dog. And I think that will definitely be a lot deeper than the Patriots fan base in Las Vegas. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I think these guys are kind of throwing in the towel at this point. What are they, 1-4? Like we said before, Matt Judon is probably out for the season. Christian Gonzalez is probably out for the season. They can't find a receiver for anything. Mac Jones has struggled mightily. This is a team that we need to win, that we need to beat. Simple and plain. Simple and plain. Salute the cheese, man. So I'm trying to think. We gave our W's. We gave our unsung heroes, which was Tyler Hall, Marcus Peters with that horse collar. Definitely helped us. I got to give him Meek the unsung hero as well, because I already gave him the W because he made a big play. But that big interception to wrap the game up, that is unsung hero type shit. You know what I mean? So actually not. It's just hero. It's just hero. So you know what? I'm gonna take him off the unsung hero list. But gotta give it to Marcus Peters. Hell of a play. Got to give it to Tyler Hall, and you got to give it to Divine Diablo for leading our team in tackling once again last night. Let me see. Nah, Lucky, he got a clear W, bro. Spillane just played absolutely. He was a baller yesterday. That he gets the clear W. There's unsung heroes, there's W's, and there's L's. The offensive line, L. Josh McDaniels, L. The backup running backs, no one is getting any reps outside of Josh Jacobs, L. The interior of the defensive line, still no pressure, L. Yeah, man. Other than that, I gave away my W's. Max Crosby, Jacoby Myers, clear. I damn near want to give Josh Jacobs one, man, just because he's finding ways, you know what I mean, to get involved. Like he still had 90 all-purpose yards yesterday, I believe 89. I want to give him one, but I can't do it yet. I want to give Josh his flowers as much as possible. I just can't do it. I'll give one little unsung hero, one play. Josh Jacobs on that goal line situation where he ran it in. Great block by Jakob Johnson. Great block. Great block. They lined up in the eye. You know what I mean? This is where they need to be a lot more. It seems that they're way more successful lining up in that eye with Jakob in front of Josh to help him block. That was a great block to help open up that hole for Josh Jacobs to run in the end zone pretty much untouched. You know what I mean? So at Brass, there you go. Got a Marshawn. Give him a W. Facts. He was out there killing it, kicking it with the players, dancing with Too Short and DJ Quick and Warren G. Gotta give Marshawn Lynch the W for sure. Lucky, I definitely agree with you, family. Trey Tucker needs more playing time. It's just absurd. Like this dude, one rush for 16 yards. Then he did go out for a while, you guys. He was out with a knee injury, but he did come back late in the game. Graham, that's a good question. That's a very good question. I think you give him his job back. I like Jacorian Bennett, man. I do. You know what I mean? Maybe you kind of tinker, kind of just rotate him in and out. But I like Jacorian Bennett. I like him a lot. You know what I mean? So as a rookie, he's been outside of some penalties that maybe shouldn't have been called, Graham. I'm a big fan of Jacorian Bennett. I am. Even though the secondary looked good out there without him. But now they can be a little patient with bringing him back. I think he's dealing with a shoulder injury and a hamstring injury. Be patient with him because Meek's out there balling. Tyler Hall, once I had him starting in the slot from day one, and they put him on the practice squad. I don't know how that happened because Tyler Hall was a baller. But Nate should be back next week, hopefully. But that's a good question, man. What do you guys think about that? Do you put Jacorian back out there in the lineup? Salute to Leo. Can we give I gave him the game ball. There's nothing higher than what he got. There's W's, there's L's, there's unsung heroes, and there's a game ball. And the game ball, Leo, went to Patrick Graham. That defense is fighting, man. He's finally figuring it out. He's finally got some of the personnel that he needed in order to run that defense effectively, and it's showing now. It's showing. That defense, man, they've only given up 7 points, I believe, in like the last 6 or 7 quarters. Think about that, you guys. The defense has only given up, I believe, 7 points in like the last 6 or 7 quarters. Hey, man, they're holding offenses to 3, or they're getting them off the field. The defense is doing what they're supposed to do, and it started last week with Trayvon Merritt getting a pick. Everybody that plays football or that's played football in the past, right, understands that picks are contagious. They're contagious. Like they spread around like the plague once you get one. I'm telling you, man, anyone that's played the game, even at the high school level, you don't even have to play at the collegiate level or any of that. Them shits are contagious. They're contagious. Once you get one, it's like a fix. Like you need another one. You need another one. And the defense, what they do yesterday, 3 of them. Back-to-back Robert Spillane. You know what I mean? Marcus Peters definitely created that pick. Salute to Marcus Peters. Another unsung hero play from him, batting that ball for Robert Spillane to go get it. But I'm telling you guys, for those who have never played the game, understand this. It is contagious. All Graham needed to do was have one of those guys on the defense of the ball start making some plays, playmaker. Because once you create a turnover, that shit is like crack. You just need it. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Crack was probably a bad analogy, too. Salute to Pride and Purpose, my dog, man. Salute to everybody here in the building. I appreciate you guys, man. We're about 700 deep. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, man, hit that subscribe button. Still no NG. Yeah, let him cook. He played last week. They made him inactive. Pride and Purpose yesterday. Makes no sense in the world to me. It looked as though we were starting to get a little more push, and he has that dog mentality. That's also contagious on that D-line. It looked a little different last week. Take him out, the interior of that D-line looks the exact same as it has been. Get Nestor Jade back out there against the Patriots. Get him out there, man. For real. It's crazy, Pride. He was inactive, bro. Crazy. Salute to my brother Robert, man. Graham needs to continue coaching from the booth. Facts. Keep him up there in the sky. Keep him in the sky, man. Keep him up there in the heavens, man. Real talk. Salute to 88. Let's go out and trade for Leonard Williams. He was pretty good with Patrick Graham and wouldn't cost an arm and a leg. It's definitely worth making a call. The Giants may be trying to revamp that thing. The offensive line is bad. It's bad. Daniel Jones now dealing with that neck injury. Saquon Barkley, he's been out the past few weeks. I think at this point, they may throw in the towel soon. That is definitely a call that would be made. They got Dexter Lawrence. They have a lot of guys on that D line. Leonard Williams would definitely. He's a Raider fan. Big Cat's a Raider fan. Grew up in California. Telling you, like, hey, I would definitely do it. See, he'll be 30, I believe, next year or this year. Still young. He still fits the trajectory of what we're trying to do. I would definitely make a call for Big Cat because at some point that Giants team is going to have to fiddle with that defensive line in order to fix the other side of the trenches, which is the O-line. So definitely 88. Salute to Lecky, my family, man, LT. It's time to light the beam on McDaniels out of here. He better get his shit together ASAP. I'm telling you right now, family. Salute to you on the $2 donation. Shout out to my brother John out there at Allegiant Stadium rocking. My brother, in the words of the GOAT, work hard, make plays. Salute to my brother, man. I know you have fun out there, King. Thank you for calling in yesterday, man, and letting us know how it was going, man. Salute to you. Yes, Johnny. Tyree is showing some signs. Yes, he is. He is. Raymond, Devin White is a trade target. We don't really need him at this point. Our linebacking core looks good. Devin White struggles in coverage. He's not the same player he once was, man. He's not. Tampa Bay's 3-1. I wonder why they would be looking to move him. They're 3-1. The defense is playing really good. Why would they be looking to get rid of Devin White right now, Raymond, if that's true? Why? Because he's overpaid and he's not good in coverage. Salute to Pride. All honesty, we need to trade for O-lineman. And I don't know who's out there at this point. I don't, Pride. I'm going to tell you right now, teams don't trade offensive linemen. They value the trenches. It'd be very difficult to go out there and find a starter for your O-line right now, and preferably right guard. Get Greg Van Rotten out of there at right guard. It's be a tough find, man, because good teams and I don't know who would be trying to get rid of some O-line right now. Salute to Pride and Purpose. Shout out to my brother.com in the building. Yo, Max definitely needs some help on the D-line because he commands so much attention. Spillane is making me eat my words, but he also needs help at the second level. JMD and Jimmy are a bad combo. This is facts. Facts, bro. Facts. Oh, Raider Rich, my bad, brother. I did not see it. Salute to you, King. Jacoby Ford equals Jacoby Myers. Nah, Rich. That's a actually bad comparison, brother. They're both totally built different. I think Jacoby's what 6'2", 6'3" or something. He's more of a he's a little big. You know, Jacoby's a shorter guy, speedster. I don't think that their game is really the same at all, brother. I don't. Jacoby's that speedster. Jacoby Myers is a technician. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me personally, he's more of a technician, that kind of do-it-all receiver. Oh, you're saying who's better? Who's better? Oh, I'm taking Jacoby Myers all day. And salute to Jacoby Ford. I was kicking it with him at the alumni party. Good dude. But he never panned out for us. Jacoby Myers is out there balling. Jacoby Myers is definitely better than Jacoby Ford. Now, you put Jacoby out there in special teams, maybe a little different. Salute to Martin. I see you, brother. Collins, I mean, you're looking at a right tackle at that point, Robert, and I want to see Mumford out there. I want to see Mumford. Oh, we got to give another L, you guys. We didn't do it. Well, we gave the offensive line, but I got to take just what happened to Jermaine Illuminor last night, you guys. What happened to Loom? This is the guy that literally, and mind you, week by week, shit happens. He literally hit me up. He said, I'm not going to miss a rep, Graphk, all year long. I'm going to be an all-pro right tackle. I'm not going to miss a rep. And Mumford took his gig. You got to give him an L for that, right? I mean, you got to give him a personalized L. Like, real shit. Like, shout out to Loom. But, bro, you hit me up and said, I'm going to be an all-pro. I'm not going to miss any reps. And then you got your job took. And I know they were out there together, some jumbo packages and stuff like that. So I'm not, Maine played out there. He definitely played. But what happened, King? What happened, King? Salute to 76. Josh McDaniels wanted to scapegoat PG, made himself look worse. There you go. Because now, who's not going to be the scapegoat? Are they going to find another one now? Because the only scapegoat now is going to be Mick Lombardi. That's exactly who it's going to be, you guys. If we start losing more games and completely shit the bed, mark my words. Now that Graham is looking good, if he continues to keep that defense, trajectory going up, he can't be the scapegoat. You can't get rid of him because now he has the defense looking good. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to be Mick Lombardi. It's going to be Mick Lombardi now. They'll definitely find one. Illuminor looks like a bison with his helmet off. Yo, salute to my brother Graham Cam. You stupid, bro. AC, what's good, King? Let me see. Desert Raider, that's another one. He's a Patriot guy, though. You know what I mean? Like, and Carmen had a good year one. A good year one. Mick Lombardi does nothing. He does nothing. So it's like, what is his job? Like, what is his job title, you guys? He's offensive coordinator. What does he do? He called one preseason game against the Dallas Cowboys. Like what does Mick Lombardi do? And we also still got, don't we have Scott Turner? We talked about him last night, right, too, that came over from the Commanders. If anything, Josh McDaniels has united the fan base after the car wars. Talk that shit, brother. Salute to O. Salute to O. Yeah, man, I was reading something else today too, you guys. It's crazy as it is. Josh DeBow, man, a devoted car hater. Current and former Raider QB comparison by ranks. PFF grade, Garoppolo's 25th, Carr's 26th. DVOA, Garoppolo's 21st, Carr's 22nd. QBR, Garoppolo's 21st, Carr's 17th. Rating, Garoppolo's 24th, Carr's 21st. EPA/play, Garoppolo 19th, Carr 24th. Fourth quarter comebacks, Garoppolo 2, Carr 0. He's always on brand, always shitting on DC, but it's funny. These guys are literally, I don't want to make this about DC, but him and Jimmy G, they look the same. they look the same, bro. Salute to JT. Tyree got one move, hands to chest and push. Watch it, but that's a good move, JT. But that's the problem that we've all had with him, right? He needs to add more pass rush moves to his skill set. We all knew that Tyree was coming in pretty much, one-dimensional as a pass rusher. You know what I'm saying? He has that strength that, he's late on his get off. He doesn't really have too many hand moves. He needs to add some shit to his skill set. But you're right. You're right. But it's year one, JT, and he's showing signs of life, man. So I'm here for it. I'm here for it, man. All we can do is be patient with Tyree and just hope that it translates soon. Shout out to my dog JT with the magnificent Raider robe in the default picture. Salute to my brother Q, man. Man, move Illuminor to right guard because my boy Van Rotten is rotten. And I wonder if they do that. I wonder if they would think about putting him out there at right guard. Early on in the season, though, Jermaine Illuminor looked really good. He was actually rated pretty high as a lineman. So it's just confusing, man, to see, the regression that he's going through right now. Right now, you guys, PFF highest graded Raider players against the Packers. Robert Spillane, highest, 87.6. Tyler Hall, 85.5. Dylan Parham, 78.0. Divine Diablo, hell of a game, 76.8. Max Crosby, 75.6. Most of those players outside of one player who is Dylan Parham, all defensive guys. All defensive guys. Let you know, man, that offense is struggling mightily. Let me see. Salute to everybody in the building, you guys. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up at top. At this situation, hey, man, like I always said, if you could add Alex Barr's run blocking and Van Rotten's pass pro together, you may have a serviceable right guard. But you can't. And it's clear as day, we need an upgrade at right guard right now. So I don't know why they wouldn't even tinker with the fact of trying to put Jermaine Illuminor at right guard with Mumford on the outside. They need to. They need to figure something out because we're losing right now, right guard. We are. Parham, had some tough plays out there yesterday as well. Some didn't go his way. Some went his way. He was kind of up and down yesterday as well. Salute to my brother Thor in the building, man. Big bro. Shout out to Omar. Merrick, weeks 4 and 5 combined 80.9 coverage grade, 6th highest at safety, 16.7 QBR rating allowed, 2nd lowest at safety. 50% completion allowed, 75.6 grade versus the run, 14th highest at safety. He's finally figuring it out. Oh, he's finally figuring it out. Thank God he's finally figured it out at the right time because even for his sake, he has another, what? Does he have another year? He has one more year on his contract, right? This is the time for Merrick to figure it out so we can get that payday. Because he struggled. Year one, he looked good. We're like, okay, we got something with Merrick. He still struggled a little bit, but we're seeing signs. Year 2, he regressed. Different coordinators. It takes some time to figure it out. I get it. But, last year struggled. These past few games, Merrick has looked like he's trying to figure it out. Dan, I've screamed that from the mountaintops, brother. I've screamed that from the mountaintops. And the Raiders wouldn't listen to me, man. They wouldn't listen to me. Shout out to my brother Eddie Willis in the building. Just think about this, you guys. If we had just a number 20, and we said this about our defense for years, if we had a number 20 offense right now, 17-20, we'd probably have 4 wins. 3 or 4 wins. Think about that. If you just had 17 to 20 ranked offense, we probably have 3 or 4 wins right now. But because this offense struggling the way they are, we're 2-3. It's crazy. It's crazy. All like we've been screaming, just give us a middle of the pack defense. Well, now we got one. They look really good. I would give up everything in the world to have a middle of the pack offense. Guys at the bottom of the league and damn near everything statistically. It's crazy, man. I was hoping and praying, man, that Carlson would have hit that 3 points, you guys, just to get to 20. Just to get to 20. That's all we've been asking for. Just get 20 points. Just get 20 points. It killed us. We were almost there. Missed field goal. Kept us away from 20. Cobain, I agree. You got to turn you have to turn the turnovers into touchdowns. Agreed, my brother. Agreed. Zach says, I've been telling you this, Graphk. Put Tyree on the inside, mix it up. I'm all for it. Trying to see what we can do with the young kid. Keep Kuntz on the outside. Move him around a little bit. He has the power, to get it done from the interior. I still just don't know if he has the skill set, though, Zach. Like, it's easy to think that he had, just because he's a big dude and he has power, that it's going to work from the interior of the D-line. That doesn't really – you still have to have, some of the qualities as an edge rusher. You still have to be able to find a way to get to the quarterback. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if moving him into the interior is going to change things. And then not even just that, Zach. Now you're finally seeing signs of life with Tyree on the outside, and then you kick him into the inside, and that fucks with his development. You know what I'm saying? Like, you literally take him from an edge rusher and push him inside, and at that point, you're really messing with his development. If their idea is to keep him as an edge rusher, keep him out there, let him take his bumps and bruises, let him learn the game to where and let him just show signs of improvement week in and week out. I don't want to mess with the kids. Development moving forward, especially after he's finally showing signs of life as an edge rusher. Salute to my brother Top Beats, man. Yo, Docs, what do you think about our inability to get into the red zone? When McDaniels came on board, that was supposed to be a strength. Also, Jimmy G's strength. Top Beats, statistically, since he's been in the league, he's been one of the best red zone quarterbacks in the NFL. His strength, but we come up short more often than not, just like before. Yeah. Think about this. Josh McDaniels was supposed to be this bright spot in the red zone. Jimmy G was supposed to be this bright spot in the red zone. DC could never get it done in the red zone for us under Gruden and, even, under Josh McDaniels last year. Then guess what happens? He's struggling still in the red zone in New Orleans. It's the same thing. But our guys that were supposed to be the ones to improve the red zone shit, Jimmy G and Josh McDaniels, can't get it done. Make it make sense. B-Dot, I agree with you, D-Dot. Bring Marshawn Lynch to every game. Facts. Yeah, he'll definitely he needs to learn those hand techniques. Facts. It's more than just spinning around or just manhandling an offensive lineman, you guys. There's a lot more that goes into it to be one of those special pass rushers in the NFL, whether in the interior or the outside. It takes a lot. I agree, Rich. I think he's going to get a lot better next year. Hardy, this is facts, bro. It was really, really good to start the game off, getting Michael Mayer involved. You know what I'm saying? Really, really good to see him getting involved early on. The young kid had 2 receptions for 39 yards with a long of 20. He had 3 targets last night with an average of 19.5 a clip. And then you got Austin Hooper involved with 2 receptions as well for 11 yards, a long of 7, 2 targets, 5.5 a clip. I mean, that's, you're finally getting these guys going. And I thank you for bringing that up. I'm going to show this real quick. Salute to XM. We're going to talk about this because I see a lot of people making this shit out to be something that it's not. Okay. And even the New York Post did it. Mark Davis loses it after Raiders set up for field goal. What an asshole. Okay. So let me see if this video is here. Look at this video, you guys.
Lead for Josh McDaniels, much to the chagrin.
Okay, read those lips. Everybody's saying, what an asshole. What about him saying, We got to score. That's what it looks like, what he said to me. I didn't see him. And mind you, I would have loved for him to call Josh McDaniels an asshole. It looks like he said, we got to score. We got to score. We got to score. We got to score. That's what I see. That's what I see. But I could be wrong. I mean, I like the asshole better. You know what I'm saying? Like, pause if necessary. I like the asshole better. You know what I'm saying? Somebody soundbite that. Take that clip and send it to me because we definitely got to use that for the Pause Olympics. But I like the asshole better. Okay? I do. But he didn't say it. He didn't say that. He said, we need to score. We got to score. But once again, us as a fan base, we just run with the bullshit. We run with the easier thing, the clickbait shit, the shit that'll make it even look, you know what I mean? Stop. We gotta score. That's it, man. So that's all I have for Mark Davis, you guys. That's all I have. I didn't see any asshole. And mind you, I'm not a lip reader, so he could have said it. But from what I see, I didn't see that. I like that. XM, I like that better. Nah, he said you're a bum ass whore. That's way better. You know what? We're gonna go with that. He called Josh McDaniels a bum ass whore. We're gonna run with that one. It's funnier. Has a ring to it. Bum ass whore. I'm cool with that. UA, you can't say what he said. That's not what he said. Bro, you weren't there, King. You weren't there. So are you this master lip reader? Hold on real quick, y'all. My apologies. My son's teacher is calling right now. Are you a master lip reader, brother? That's all I want to ask you. Are you? Because you can't. There's no for surely you can't say what he said. You can't. You weren't there. I wasn't there. I'm just saying what I think he said. We should be focusing on, Mark Davis over there with a 25-year-old, 26-year-old shorty. Got her with a Raider hat on. You know what I mean? We need to be focusing on the positives. The positives is this. Mark is getting some young ass. That's what we should be focusing on. Simple and plain. Maybe he didn't say he's an asshole. Maybe he was pointing to, I'm going to leave it alone. Salute to Mark Davis. Salute to Raider Greats, man, my brother, man. Appreciate you for becoming a member of the channel, man. Salute, salute, salute. If you guys want to become a member of the channel, it's one of the best ways to support the channel. Make sure you hit that link that's pinned up top, hit that join button, and salute, man. Salute to Raider Greats. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, she's young. She's young. I want to see real quick. Hold on. I think it says who she is. Let me see. I seen it online. I seen it on Twitter somewhere. They said she was like in her mid-20s. Yeah, 26 years old. The 26-year-old Hopkins. She's 26, y'all. Mark out here doing this. Dougie. Mark out here doing God's work. Salute to Mark Davis, man. Juju, there's no way. There's no way. He's not going to give it to Scott Turner. He's not going to give it to Nick Lombardi. He's not going to do it. He's not. And, it's tough trying to call the offense and still run everything else. But that's what he chose to do. And he's struggling. She getting old dick. Yo, y'all are crazy, bro. Y'all are crazy, man. But yeah, man, salute to everybody in the building. We did our W's. We did our L's. We did our unsung heroes. We talked about, the good, the bad, and the ugly with yesterday's game. I'm just going to say this, you guys. At the end of the day, we pulled out a win. And to be honest, that's really all that matters to me. I don't care if it was, I do want a game where we go out there and blow somebody out. Don't get me wrong. But a 17-13 final lets me know the defense did what they were supposed to do. And we escaped with a victory. You know what I'm saying? We were in a hostile environment. The Green Bay Packers fan base was definitely out there full throttle, and we pulled it off. At the end of the day, we won a game. We won a game. And I'm not going to beat this team up too much. I'm just going off of what I've seen. The offensive line struggled in the first half. They got a little better as the game went along. But also you got to think of it like this, right? The O-line got a little better as the defensive line got a lot more tired. You know what I mean? They have to start off a lot quicker. We have to establish the run early in the football game. That's how you win football games, getting the run game established early so you don't become a one-dimensional team. But, we talked about the O-line getting the L. Josh McDaniels, terrible, insane 2nd and 1 QB sneak at the 50-yard line. Like, bro, take a shot. Take a shot. Like, you're saying you don't believe in your quarterback actually, you're saying it. You're saying it without saying it. You know what I mean? Like 2nd and 1, a QB sneak. And some may say, well, how does that not believe in him? Because the quarterback ran the football. He doesn't believe in his arm. Any other team at the 50-yard line, 2nd and 1, they're going to take every chance in the world to take a shot. And this guy calls a QB sneak. Not in a goal line situation, but in the middle of the football field. Then once again, you decide on kicking a field goal when you need 1 yard. When earlier you had Jimmy G run a QB sneak. But why not go for it and wrap that shit up? We would have never had the anxiety that last possession watching Jordan Love throw that football into the end zone. That could have went the total opposite way, you guys. Thank God. Like I said before, thank God he didn't put a little bit more air on that football. 6'4" receiver, 5'9", 5'10" corner. 9 times out of 10, that 6'4" receiver is going to come down with that football. Salute to UA. Remember in training camp, I said, what do y'all think about Miller, Moody, Parham, Eli, Mumford on the O-line? You and Wasted was like, nah, King, how about now? So Moody, I'm trying to figure out, wait, who was Eli, bro? Are you talking about Illuminor? I mean, look, bro. I'm going to be real. Jermaine Illuminor had a good year last year outside of the boneheaded penalties. You got to run with the hot hand. You know what I'm saying? Like when they brought him back one more year, to me, that was a signal that they were just going to keep developing Mumford one more season and then hand him the keys to the right tackle position. And, I'm going to be real, bro. Like Moody, what is he, on the practice squad? I mean, he's a dog in the run game. Maybe you bring him up and say, hey, come help us. Come help us get this run game going. But there's too much turnaround right there. You put Moody at left guard. You take Andre out of the lineup and you put Parham at center, literally 5-6 games into it. Now, I know what you mean. You're saying at the beginning of training camp. But Moody didn't look the same. UA, he looked bad. Like, I thought that Moody was going to be one of those big pickups for us, be one of those maulers on the O-line. He didn't look good. And those exhibition games, preseason, he didn't look good. He looked like shit. Salute the Flores. Graphk, love you, man. But can we have a week of focusing on the positives versus the negatives when we win? Better mental health, man. Oh, bro, we're going to focus more, on the positives. We won a game, Flores. We won a football game. You know what I'm saying? So, but we have to point out it's a game. It's a game. We have to focus on what we've seen on the football field. We've seen some good things. We see some great things. And we see some terrible things. We got to point them all out. But at the end of the day, Flores, I'm not going to beat this team up. They found a way to win. And that's all that matters to us is that victory. We pulled it off. And at the end of the day, that's all you can ask for, man. Salute the Flores. With that being said, you guys, me and Hammer will be live tonight, I believe 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. We're doing our call-in show. So make sure you guys call in tonight. We want to hear your voices. We can talk about the game last night. We can talk about moving forward, the New England game, whatever you guys want to talk about. Make sure you call in tonight to the Beast and Best live show, call-in show. Make sure to tune in. We'll be live on Hammer's channel and over here at Oak Las Vegas. Make sure you guys pull up. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific, Beast and Best live call-in show. Other than that, big W, you guys. I'm going to celebrate it. I'm going to have me a cigar, shoot the shit for a little bit before I go pick up my sons and get ready for the second show. But other than that, OakLosVegas.com, you guys. Go get some drip. PlanetRaiders.com for everything Raider related. And go to WoodsonWhiskey.com and make sure you buy a bottle of that GOAT whiskey. Other than that, man, wipe them feet on the way out, meaning hit them thumbs up. And also, you guys, hit that subscribe button, man. I appreciate you guys as always. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. We out. One.